Welcome back to the Hoedown Showdown. I'm your host, Tom Corbett, and we are back at it with another amazing interview. We have a very special guest joining us. We have Rodney Atkins. How's it going, man?
What's up? How you doing, Tom? Good to see you, bud.
Good to see you as well. It's a warm day here in Central Texas, so I'm loving it. We're taking a break from the rain, but I feel like the rest of the country's not getting that lucky right now. So,
That Texas heat, man. Ain't nothing like it, son.
right. So, how are things going on your end? You're getting ready to push out a new album. You got a lot of things happening right now.
Yeah, it's crazy this album, man. I can't believe it's been in the works this long and finally to have it coming out. I've actually finished the record a couple years ago and it's just kind of been sitting there waiting for the time to get to put it out. So I'm stoked to finally get new music out there.
Nice. What do you think was kind of the holdup? Was it just you on your end, or was it a little bit more into it, or a little bit more to
Um,
it?
I co-produced this record with some different producers and sometimes it was timing. Um, And then I turned the album in probably 2.5 years ago.
Hmm.
And it was just finding the right time for the label to feel like when we should
Right,
release it. And so
right.
you're kind of at the mercy of that. But yeah, other than that, just living life, man.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Now it's been what, 7 years since you released your last album?
That's what they say, yeah.
How have things been? You've been playing shows and all that stuff, or you just been kind of
Yeah.
enjoying life, or
No, playing like crazy. I've
yeah,
never kind of backed off of playing. I love playing live, getting
nice.
out playing live music, and it's fun because I've always wanted to try songs out in the real world out there
Mhm.
on the road. So it's been fun getting to do that with a lot of these tunes.
Yeah. So you feel like these are probably the best example of who you are as a musician right now because they're very tried and true and very in tune with what your
I
audience
think
wants.
so. Yeah, man. I mean, we're in a singles world, which it's one song at a time, but I still believe in an
Mhm.
album
Yeah.
and you know, finding tunes that kind of go together and tell a story. And
Mhm.
um, so I definitely think that this is what this album, I think it seems like we're all chasing stuff. We're all
Yeah.
kind of whatever it is, success, money, whatever you happen to be trying to do. And somewhere along the way, you can kind of get turned around. And True South is just about getting back to who you really are, I
Mhm.
think.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You brought up an interesting point about the it being a singles world right now. It's like my thought's always been the music industry's always been singles driven. So this isn't anything like really new. You go back like the 60s and 70s, that's a lot of what the industry was asking for, especially like when radio play and stuff. Everybody was wanting that radio hit. And
Yeah,
so it's like it's really no different than the industry hasn't changed all that much,
true.
you
It's
know?
always your next best thing. What you got
Right,
next, you know?
right. And I think you're touching on a good point. Like the albums are still very viable, especially if you're out playing shows and not just doing like the Nashville circuit or the Texas. Like if you're out like actually playing shows and going from like Nashville to
Well,
Chicago,
yeah.
whatever, the albums are still very.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can have a single, you can have something pop up on TikTok and then everybody loves it. But go try to build a 90-minute show off of one song.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh
and I think that's the challenge,
yeah.
of these days.
Oh yeah. I mean, you hear the stories all the time about the kid that had a song pop off on TikTok and then they get a record deal and then they can't do anything after that because they weren't ready for anything
Yeah,
after the one song, you know?
for sure. And I mean, that says a lot.
Yeah.
And I was fortunate that as I was coming up, it's different when you have an album like I had.
Mhm.
If you're going through hell, where people got to know me and knew the music off of an album. And it's different from having a greatest hits album, people
Mhm.
getting to know you from a greatest hits.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that I came at a time when it could be an album that connected me with folks.
Oh yeah, for sure. And like having your own album and not being like a greatest hits album or like that you remember back in the day like the Now albums where it's like now
Yeah.
that's what I call music and all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Just kind of having your own creative idea of like, okay, this is a story, it's 12 songs, song 1 to 12 all tells one big story. I think that connects with musicians, that connects with the audience a lot more nowadays than it ever has.
100%. And it's hard to get, I think, even record labels to realize that.
Hmm.
They want that, like we're saying, the single. They just want
Yep.
that single to pop off, and then we'll figure it out after we get that single. But
Right.
there's for careers, for what's the best interest of artists to
Yep.
have careers, you gotta be invested, you know,
100%.
long term.
Oh yeah, 100%. So, how are things looking forward? You got the album coming up. Are you kind of pulling back on shows a little bit to get ready to promote the album, or where you kind of at in that process?
No, man, we're gearing up to. I've played a few shows this year already, but we're just now getting ready to put the pedal down for really touring for
Yeah.
the season. So I'm excited to go out and play some of these new songs, man.
Yeah. So
I
you'll
love.
be out at CMA Fest next week, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing some stuff for CMA Fest for sure. I'm
Nice.
not even sure what all we're doing, but
Nice.
yeah, we're always around.
I got an invite for something and I'm gonna try and make it out, but it's at a odd time for me, so I'm gonna try and make it out, but I'll let you know. So
Oh, sweet. Hope so,
yeah.
man. CMA
Yeah.
Fest is a cool time.
Oh yeah. It's one of those things where it's like shooting fish in a barrel for me. It's like I can get any interview I want, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna eat as much as I possibly can. I
That's cool.
think like my Thursday schedule, I'm sitting down from like 10 to 4:30 with no room to get up or anything. And I'm like, you know what? It's gonna suck, but I'm gonna love it. So
Oh, dude, yeah, that's a lot of talking, man, but you're good at it, so
I, I,
you'll have fun.
I appreciate it. So you're obviously mentioned that you're getting ready to hit the pedal to the metal and start doing shows, promoting the album, all that fun stuff. What are you kind of doing in your spare time when you're not focused on music right now?
Oh, just chasing kids, man. We're
Oh yeah,
finishing up the baseball season, coaching them. That's kind of it, man. That's I'm on the road playing shows or home being a
nice.
dad, man. That's what I love.
For sure, for sure. Baseball is always a good time. So,
Yeah, man.
you ever getting, are you, so you said you're coaching for
Yeah,
that? Okay.
yeah. Right now it's U8. It's 8 year olds, and my I've got a 6 year old too. He's I kind of help a little bit with him, but it's mostly with the 8 year olds.
Nice.
It's fun.
Yeah. Cause I feel like going from 6 to 8, that's a completely different.
And then next year they start the kid pitch. This is
Yeah.
coach's pitch.
Oh, nice. That's really cool. And is that out there in Nashville or?
Yeah, I live in a little town outside of Nashville called Fairview. It's kind of
Okay.
one of the last small towns around here.
Gotcha. Gotcha. That's really cool. I love it. So kind of looking forward, what else you got going on other than obviously the album's the big thing, but
Yeah,
is
man.
it like, are you doing like an official tour or is it just kind of like shows right now?
It's really just shows.
Okay.
It's just shows for this year. We just released a single Years Are Short to radio, so we're kind
Hmm.
of working that as well. And just yeah, getting back out on the road, man. That's the bread and butter of what I do.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. But I don't want to keep you too much longer here because I'm sure you've probably done 1.5 million interviews over the last couple of weeks and whatnot. But one thing I want to do here before we wrap this up, what's a piece of advice you have for the young musicians out there?
Man, find your own voice, really. Figure out what's going to separate you. Don't try to just follow a trend and sound like everybody else. Really find something that's going to separate you from everybody else. That's a challenge.
Hmm.
But if you can tap into that, you can have a long career.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. How long did it take you to find your own voice in your career?
Oh, probably 10 years probably after I signed my record deal.
Yeah.
I was on Curb for about 10 years before I had a number one.
Hmm.
And I can remember them telling me I needed to sing more love songs, and I'm like, man, love songs. I let the other people do that, and I that's when I started singing songs about life, like
Hmm.
watching you, and if you're going through hell, and that separated me from a lot of other artists at the time.
Hell yeah. I remember coming up, not to age it a little bit, but I was in college when a lot of your big hits were coming around and
That's cool.
it was a good time. It was a good time to be alive. So
Yeah, man, that's
so
awesome.
awesome. Well, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for your time. For people to check out your new album when it drops, tour dates, all that fun stuff, where's the best place to find you?
They can hit me on the website. Where I'm all over social media, but my website is rodneyatkins.com, man.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so Absolutely. Thank you so much. And we'll be right back after this.
Safe travels.